This is Damon Stevens with Finwealth Builders, and today is May 20th, 2021. It's Thursday, almost to the weekend, and we did see a rally today. So the question is where are we going from here? So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts, see if we can find out how we're going to end the week and what to look for here going forward. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. That way we can continue to bring content to you and updates on the market and as well as trading ideas. Whether you're trading crypto or you're trading stocks or options, there's a little bit for everybody here. So if we look at the market today, the Dow Jones closed up 108 points or 0.55%, NASDAQ up 1.77%, and S&P 500 up 1.6%. You see that pretty much we had green all the way around. So if you were in stocks or you were looking for stocks to buy in today, you were in luck because it looks like pretty much across the board everybody had a little bit of something here available to you. If we look at the tickers, BRPA and UNE were the top gainers today. I didn't really get into those. I was already in high-tech stocks, so that's kind of where my attention was today. So I didn't really get into the scanner today. But we may cover some of those just to give you some awareness of what's going on. If you look at earnings, so we're sitting at still around 78%, 1,606 beats now, and 447 misses. So one of the stocks that had earnings was Kohl's, KSS, and this is looking at a 5-minute chart. And you can see that Kohl's dipped down right on the open, down to 61.90, popped back up to 64 almost, popped back down again to around 62.7, popped back up again. I got this first trade, a part of it. The second trade almost missed, and then I was out. And I guess it was a good thing because I look at this, it looks like the rest of the day was down unless you're short in the market, which I was looking for long trades, not short trades. So I did not catch any of the rest of this. I looked on other stocks, moved on other stocks after that. So we'll cover some more stocks here in a minute. So let's look at the dollar. If you look at the dollar, it looks like it closed down here at the bottom. Not a lot of movement. Looks like we're down around 89.7 right now. So we are trending down, which is great for the market, and obviously reflected today with seeing the market up. The VIX. Look at the VIX, again, it was down. It came clear down, touched on 20 in the 50, and it's sitting right around 20, 21. So that's good. It's good for the bear bulls to be able to come out and run for us. So, and that's exactly what's happened. If you look at the S&P 500, this is a chart that I'd mapped out and we talked about the last few days. It's kind of this wave format. And so if we're looking at the wave, there was a couple of scenarios we talked about. One was off this as corrective wave. That if it came down and bounced up, and it passes the prior highs, lower highs, then it's going to make that void. You can see right now that it closed right underneath. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow on Friday, how we want to close the week. Do they not care? And they're just going to rally this up. And if they do, it invalidates possibly this corrective wave. Still could see a correction happen, but it's not as likely, and it's likely that you could possibly go even to a new high if we do break up through that tomorrow. If we break back down and stay in this little consolidation, in this little wedge, then it's a possibility that we could break down and start to have a little bit more of a correction than what we had earlier. So just something to pay attention to and be aware of. If that's going to happen, it's hard to say. We kind of have to see what the price action is going to be and what happens over the next day or two and how we close out the week. If we look on the intraday chart, it was a great day. Boy, if you got in the morning, I didn't get first thing in the morning because I was looking at some scalp trades, but boy, you had a good entry right here, 409 if you didn't get the entry this morning. And it just kind of climbed all day long. So really good. If you got any part of this, congratulations, because this SPY really paid off today. and it was smooth pretty much except for this little dip here. Pretty smooth the whole day. Triple Qs, I didn't get in on this one, but triple Qs did see some bullish momentum as well. It had a few dips along the way. You can see here, this is on a daily. You can see that we close up high right on this line here that we talked about. So this is the corrective wave for the triple Qs for the NASDAQ. And so we'll see, what it does. I mean, it could, come up here and find resistance here at 328.83. If it does, then it could pop back down here. If it keeps going, it could possibly close this old gap that we have sitting out here. Let me move this out here so we have it. So we still need to close that gap that's left open. If we can rally beyond that, then we could possibly invalidate this this wave pattern that's a corrective wave. But if not, if it does break down, then we could possibly have lower lows on the docket. Intraday, if you caught it in the morning, again, you got a fun ride. It wasn't as good as the SPY. The SPY obviously was a good one for me today. Semiconductors, you can see that we gapped up. So now we got a gap here that we got to fill, and it just climbed up, and you can see that it moved all the moving averages and it closed above the 50. So that's good. That means that we're rallying out. We still have to break over this 241.40 and then find support here, and then we can possibly bounce off and start going higher. If we hit resistance here on this breakdown candle, it could possibly come back and refill this gap here. So we'll see what happens on Friday and early next week. The Dow Jones Dia, so you can see that it's rallied off of the 50, and it's closing over the 20 and barely over the 5, and the 10's just right above it. So trying to break through and get through here. It does have to get to 380 through 344 if it wants to start breaking up towards that high again. For IWM, for the Russell 2000, again, very similar charts, bounced off the 50. It's over the 5. It's just under the 10, and the 20 is here on this chart here. Actually, this is the 100, so it's under the 50 as well. So trying to get back up there, but it's not got up there. Financials, you can see that it's under the 5 and the 10. It's over the 20, so it's kind of right in this little area here, which you can see back here. We've been there a few times before breaking back out again, but it is above the 20, so that's good. For gold continues to be bullish. You can see this 5 moving average is closing above that. So as long as it does that, we're still going to continue moving higher. You can see that 1880 was one of our first goals, and we're getting pretty close to that. And then 1890 would be the next one, which is the top of these breakup and breakdown bars here. Silver, a little weaker than gold, but is staying above the 20, but still below the 5 and the 10. And so as long as this gold continues moving up in the market, silver should be able to find a way to possibly break out of here. But right now it's pretty much consolidating. Bitcoin, boy, had a nice dip down real quick about 6 o'clock in the morning. I missed it. That dip clear down to 30,000 before bouncing back up around 39. So anybody who caught that, boy, even if you're shorting this, man, you really got a good deal. So congratulations if you got a piece of that. That's awesome. But yeah, you can see that it broke down here, just even past this support level and beyond the 50, and then it bounced back up. So we're sitting up here around 40,000, seeing what it's going to do here on Friday. Is it going to break back down, come back down to this 50 moving average and try to bounce off? Is it going to continue to sell off more? It's hard to say, but I've seen this come down here. You can see that it had an effect on the other cryptos. So if you look at Ethereum here, you can see that we had this recovery, right? So we bounced off this, got off over the 200, and started to climb back up. Found resistance around 2981 and bounced back down. You can see it retrace this entire bar. Still over the 200, which is good. So if it can bounce off here, then that's good. It's got good support. You can see that retrace the whole candle. So let's see if we can retrace back up. But for right now, we're just going to be probably consolidating here unless we get some momentum or some news. Doge had a little bit of a dip here as well. You can see that it rallied back up above the breakdown candle, but you can see that it's tracing back down, and it's about a little bit over 50% of retracing back down this breakup candle. And it's under pretty much all the moving averages at this point. So we'll see what it does on Friday, but it's got to start climbing up here if it wants to, get back bullish again. Tesla. So Tesla is trying to rally back up. You can see it did leave a little bit of a gap here. I haven't marked that out yet. And we rallied up and we're at 586 right now. Got to get over 600 if we want to start to rally back up again. So we'll see if it can do that tomorrow or next week, or if it's going to continue to consolidate right here at the 200. Hard to say, but right now, Tesla's still in a bearish, momentum and direction. So we'll see if it can start to turn that around. Intraday, as far as scalping opportunities, things, day trades I look for, I spent more time on the SPY and some of the other stocks rather than Tesla today, just because it seems like it's just kind of been a little bit flat and not running a lot. So I didn't do anything on Tesla today, but there was a few opportunities here throughout the day to grab something. Disney is one that I started watching. I'm looking at it right now. It's dropped back down to the 50 moving average and below those other moving averages. So it found support, but making me a little nervous here that it's come down there again. So it's possible that Disney could break down below that 50. If it does, it could come clear down to 70, 85. If we can bounce off here, then it's got to start climbing back above these moving averages and get closer to the 170, 90 or 172 to start breaking back up. So we'll see if it can do that. Facebook had a good day. It broke back up. So that's the second day that it's rallied up. So that's good to see. It's working its way towards 322. So we'll see if it finds resistance and pulls back, or if it gets a breakthrough there and start to head towards a new high again. If it doesn't, it could come back here and try to find support. It could break back down this breakdown candle. Worst case scenario, you get the 50 moving average around 302, and it could possibly go back and revisit that if it can't keep that momentum up here through Friday. So here's Facebook on an intraday chart. You can see, let's see, actually this is the daily chart here. So you can see we had this big breakdown and we're rallying back up. And so you got a nice strong bar here today, which is really good to see. We'll see if it retraces or if it can hold that. It could possibly, tomorrow could bounce back down to this 315, 316 level and try to bounce back up if the market's doing well, or if it doesn't, it could possibly fall back to around 311. So we'll see what happens with Facebook, and hopefully these videos are helpful for you in finding options and possible trades every day, and we'll continue bringing these videos with you. If you have suggestions, please comment below, and we'll continue to try to improve them and bring the information that's most pertinent and necessary to help you to continue improving your trading. Everybody have a great night, and we'll talk to you more later.